And hello there, welcome back to another draft video with me, Marshall from Limited Resources, and let's see what we've opened up here. 2 Jund cards, Unleash the Inferno, which is okay, and Mr. Orfeo, which is also okay. Good white cards? No. There's 1 white card in the whole pack. Good green cards? No, there's 1 green card. So this is a very not brokers pack, which is totally fine. There's Tainted Indulgence out of the way. There's a murder down here. Lots of good stuff. Think you could make the argument that out of the way or murder are where you want to be. You know, this is a cantrip that bounces something. That's a good tempo play that you don't lose card advantage on. But this is, you know, murder. It's a good solid removal spell. It kills things. I'm going to take out of the way this time. And I'm going to keep that pack in mind in case we could wheel some stuff too. All right. Looking for white cards? No. Metropolis Angel is a playable. Cormella, we could play that. It goes okay with out of the way. Obscura Storefront? Sure. Shattered Seraph? Not so much. If we want to kind of figure out what might wheel or what we could get, like, you know, the Tainted Indulgence or things like that are on the list. And, you know, taking an Angel or a Cormella, you know, could support that plan. And I guess I'll just take the Metropolis Angel here. Card's been fine. You know, wouldn't call it a great card, but it's been pretty good. So interesting. You know, I'm not a huge fan of Torch Breath. I think it's okay. But like, I like Light 'em Up better. I could take Skycrier and kind of go with the plan here, or I could take Run Out of Town, which is a lot worse. Obscura Storefront is tempting, but yeah, I'll just take the Skycrier here. We'll be blue-white to start. There's a Lackey, there's a Plaza, there is a Light 'em Up, and there's a Maestros Theater. Arsonist as well, which is medium. Magician is also medium. I mean, if we wanted to be brokers, we could take the Plaza, but there just hasn't been any green to speak of thus far. I feel like Maestros is the more open option. And I'm going to take Light 'em Up. This could be bad. Like, this could really lead us not where we want to go, but I'm going to go with my gut here. Okay. Echo Inspector is probably the pick. Blue seems to be the color that we are in for sure. Venom Connoisseur and Prize Fight are both playable if we ended up cutting the Light 'em Up and just going into brokers. And there's also a Plaza. There's also a Maestro's Theater here. But yeah, I'll just take the Echo Inspector. I'm not married to anything except for probably blue, but I'm kind of expecting to wheel something good out of the first pack because there was so much overloaded in kind of the Maestro's wedge, shard, whatever it's called, area. And it's just hard for people to just take, like, it's hard for 6 people or whatever to be in Maestros, especially these days when people are forcing brokers really hard. Okay. So the brokers thing starting to show up a little bit here with the Corrupt Court Official and the Cormella, or sorry, not brokers. What's it called? Maestros. So this, and then there's this. And I think I'm going to lean into it. And I think I'm just going to take the Corrupt Court Official here. I like that card. I like 2 drops. And then I'll take this. So this is pick 7 coming up here. Or that was pick 7. But we've got pick 8. And then we'll see if we wheel something. Like if that Tainted Indulgence or just something good, maybe even a Cormella or whatever, then I'll feel pretty good about being here. I don't expect the murder to be there or whatever. But all right. And look at that. A very late whack, which is a pretty good card as well. It is not amazing, but it is pretty good. So I feel like we might be leaning in the correct direction, but this next pick is going to be the big one. Like, is there still some stuff there, or did it get completely wiped out and it's a bunch of like, whatever, white or green cards or something? That would be the like, oh no. Because I've kind of, placed a bet, if you will. by kind of getting away from these early cards and going for what I felt was open. And by the way, it has been more open. Like the last few picks have been okay. Whack just now, like that's pretty strong. It's one of our better cards, sadly. I also very well could play these if the Obscura card comes around and I just cut light them up. It just, my read on the situation was a little bit more skewed towards Maestros. I also like Maestros better than Obscura, but I am open to Obscura here as well, especially like if a good fixer comes back or something like that. Okay, Waterfront District came back. I will take it. That is a fine pickup here, right? Seems okay. Now I can take Shattered Seraph and probably just cut Lightem up and try to move into Obscura. I think we'll have to get a little lucky because Obscura's overall power level it actually isn't that high. So yeah, we may need to get a little bit lucky to make it work, but you know, if it's the open one and we just get a little bit fortunate, you know, just pop a couple of decent rares or some gold cards or whatever, like we could make it work. Our fixing's decent already with Seraph and Waterfront District. Our curve looks good. Although we don't have any threes yet, but that's fine. I guess I'll take Dig Up the Body as our first 3. Not a card I really want to play, but you can. Crooked Custodian, I don't like that much either, but again, you can play it if you need to. Let's see what we get here. Riveteer's Ascendancy. Okay, there's Raffine's Silencer, so that's really good. There's Strangle, which I would prefer here. Alaki, Anuzi, and then does this give us 2 of our colors? Actually, yeah, it does. But yeah, I like Raffine's Silencer a lot. It's a good 3-drop. It connives, so it gets you some value, and then it really is tough to just like attack into. And there we go, Quasar. Nice pickup. Another Strangle. I can't help but see it. But yeah, so there we go. Another 4, unfortunately, but still, this is a solid card, right? And the one thing about it is that it doesn't have flying. I don't know why. You know how some cards have that like keyword not flying? Usually they have wings or are soaring around. This one doesn't, but it just still makes me think that it has flying for some reason. But at any rate, it does not. But it goes well in the theme with connive being like kind of central to the theme or whatever. And yeah, perfectly fine magic card. Mr. Orpheus just flying around the table. Right, so here I'm just going to take Skybridge Towers. Deal Gone Bad is fine. I would probably play it an additional one, but I'm already very stacked at 4, and I need to kind of push things just not at 4, like 5s, 6s, 2s, 3s, 1s, that type of thing. And so I can take Skybridge Towers here to bolster my mana and kind of just burn a pick on something that was not that enticing anyway. There's Gathering Throng. Pack 2, pick 4 is like not too late to get on the Gathering Throng train, but there's Corrupt Court Official, and it's just better. So better for my curve for sure. Hopefully I can get these custodians out of here. I definitely don't want to run 2. If I ran 1, okay, I guess I can, but like I really hope to do better than that. You know, in defensive decks, it really does matter that enters a battlefield tapped, and the fact that it just doesn't do anything else, it doesn't get you card advantage, it doesn't even connive or interact with anything in the deck. It's pretty mediocre. Ooh, there we go. Exotic Pets. I like Citizen's Crowbar too. It's actually fine, and I would definitely run a Case the Joint. But Exotic Pets is nice. It's a surprisingly versatile spell. And you can, even at least decent percentage of the time, get the counter on one of them too. Happens a little more than I thought it would, but still not necessarily a lot. Okay, another Skycrier. I'll take it. I am hoping to be able to get a little of the counters going on, you know, making a Skycrier 2/2 is just like a total game changer. And I would like to be able to do so. All right, Skycryers for life, I guess. Our 2-drops got good enough to cut the other Custodian, though. Triple Skycrier, double Court Officials. Like, we're doing stuff. Things are happening. I'll take a Buyer Silence. I'm not a fan of the card. I think it's pretty bad. But it still falls in that necessary evil removal category where sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. All right, Lackey. Or I could take a Glamorous Outlaw that fixes my mana for blue and black and then provides me just like a very good card to cast later in the game. I think I'll just actually do that. Basically, it costs 8 mana in my deck. All right, fine. I'll take Cut Your Losses. And no, we're not going to play it. Card is just straight up trash. How many creatures am I on right now? 11, so I'm at plenty. Guess I'll take Fake Your Own Death. I never end up playing that card, though. I think it's medium. Medium minus, maybe, would be more accurate. All right, Disdainful Stroke. I'll run one of those. Boon of Safety or Gilded Pinions. Take the boon. All right, let's get something sweet here out of this last pack. Just a nice big fat mythic rare to put down here. Just a big finisher, something to work towards. And it's Jetmir's Gardens. Disciplined Duelist is the best card in the pack, but I don't believe I'm going to be able to play it. This pack is actually just Garbo for us. Take Maestros Theater or Strangle. Dang. That sucks. This pack is terrible for us. Is there a way I could get Disciplined Duelist into this deck? No, right? It's just not a thing. I could take a tapped Plains that cycles. I'll just take Maestros Theater. Oh, man, I got a little excited because I saw a gold rare, but it's Scheming Fence. It's very mediocre. I'm just going to take another out of the way. This pack, man, these packs. You could take Skybridge Towers, but it's good cards here. But this one's very medium. Nothing for us. Sad. So I heard you like Skycryers. I think I'm just going to take the Waterfront District here. I'm slightly short on playables at the moment, but I don't know. A 4th Skycrier isn't exactly going to take this deck over the top. Man, now it just feels like we're not getting any of our stuff in our colors. This is so brutal. Tough seat. Fine, I'll take Sewer Crocodile. Maybe I'll even play it. Ugh. More of the same. I will take Rooftop Nuisance. I have a lot of stuff to sacrifice to it, like Corrupted Court Official. Oh, come on. These were like the first picks out of this pack. These were supposed to be really good. And they've been really not good. I mean, my mana's amazing. I got that going for me. I still need 2 more cards to make playables, but I got a lot of picks to go, and I don't need much. I'm not asking for... Oh, I'm running Dig the Body right now? That might be okay with all the Skycryers and the Corrupt Court Officials too, though. Also, I do need a little bit more card advantage than I have. I have a lot of removal, but not a lot of ways to recoup cards necessarily, so... That could be my card draw spell. Guess I'm going to take the Lackey here. I need to make sure I pick up a few more cards, and I do have multiple cards now that sacrifice 1-powered creatures. Guess I'm supposed to take the other Shattered Seraph. These are fine finishers. I mean, I'll be able to... I guess I don't even want this, actually. This is 2, 4, 5, so I'm on 22 right now. Still close. I have something I could play right. Not really. Sure, Maestro's Initiate. Get in there, buddy. Welcome to the team. Good God. Good God, I'll just cut it so nobody else can have it. It's mine. Another dig up the body, which I don't want. Man, these seats are tough. Tough, tough, tough. These are like the kind of scrap it out type drafts, right? Where it's like not really flowing, not really opening any good bombs or gold cards, just some playable stuff, but not the good goods. And so we got to kind of make it work. I mean, the good news is I have a crap ton of removal. Kind of bad news, though, is that I don't have a lot of ways to get back ahead on cards. My deck does have some decent sort of built-in card advantage with, stuff like the court officials and stuff, though, so it's not the worst, but I don't think I want to run this mountain. Wow, my mana's bad. I mean, this stuff makes it better, but like base level's a little tough. Okay. I guess I run Glamorous Outlaw just to cast itself. All right. Let's see what this thing can do. If you like my videos and like hanging out or whatever, and you want to support, you can go to patreon.com/limited resources. I put a link in the description. Thanks to everybody who does so. All right, let's get rolling here. Towers into probably Corrupt Court Official, maybe into Pets if we get lucky. Maybe into Silencer. Take it. Your best card, please. Racer's Ring and Maestros Theater. Okay, Socialite against my Corrupted Court Official. I'm here for it. I am here for it. I'll play Raffine's Silencer. This is actually really annoying for my opponent now that I look at it. Actually, yeah, I'm in. Tradesies? Because Attended Socialite's like better when you play a card first, but if they do, then like my Raffine Silencer all of a sudden is just doing work. Like I just get to 2-for-1 them here. I'm here for it. They already played a land, right? Oh, they didn't play a land. Oh. Well, whatever. Okay. And then I get to do this into this. Probably won all these cards, so I'll probably just discard whatever I draw here. I could... Yeah, I'll do this. I really want a 3/4 flyer here. Like, that's so much better. And I have a removal spell plus more threats. I hate keeping this swamp in my hand, but I do have a lot of expensive spells, so hitting land drops isn't that bad. Like, I can play my 6s or 7s in my case. Immediate regret. But whatever. I can just shrink the thing down and block with the Corrupt Court Official. They hit me for 1, but like, fine. Milieu. Yeah, 3 spells, taste it. I'll play Quasar. I mean, I'm trying to pick a fight with my opponent where we I'm just trying to pick a fight here. Yeah, that does make it a little tougher. But this doesn't have reach. I get in for 5, 6. Yeah, it's actually really close. I mean, they're going to need to take 2 turns to kill me here. Drop it like it's hot. Okay. Ah, yes, the old post-combat. Wow, they had 2 triggers that they just tossed away? Dang. I appreciate it. Ooh, I even get the counter? That's actually probably game, right? So they're at 7. I attack for 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I draw a card, and then they're dead. Wow, we really did it. Sweet. I'll take it. 3 lands in hand. I said I wanted to pick a fight, right? I wanted a race. Well, I guess that's why. Okay. So we get to kick off the festivities with back-to-back corrupt court officials. In the right matchup, that can be very good. Like, that really can just put a big dent in their game plan. I may actually, though, start off with the Skycrier because it's more likely to get in for damage, and the court official actually gets like slightly better later. All right, looks like it's not going to get in for damage here, but that's fine. The court official wouldn't have been able to either. So we'll chain a couple of these bad beasts together and kind of get that rolling. So what color do I need here? I've got all my colors. I guess I'll just get blue because I don't have any more of those. Yeah, and then I can just deal Gone Bad, the Obscura Initiate, or whatever. Yeah, let's just do that. I'll mill you out too. Ooh, 3 lands go away. Dang. I mean, they even thought about blocking with the Broker's Veteran. That's never where you want to be. All right, but we need to draw some more of our expensive spells to kind of get back ahead here. But this is, this is what it is. Oh, so it milled 3 lands and then they missed a land drop. Just like we drew it up. Yeah, let's just play all of our 2 drops, I guess. Corrupt Court Official, not great in spots like this where there's a reasonable chance that, my opponent's trying to optimize for just casting spells at all, basically. Yeah, it looks like they're missing white mana currently. Ooh, that's a really good draw, though. Because they're going to discard a spell. If they drew a land off of it, they would keep it. So they could play it this turn. And that brick walls all of the officials. Wow! I was wrong. Holy smokes. That is pretty greedy. All right, so there's 6. Guess I'll pass. Kind of awkward because I want to start cracking Skybridge Towers and Waterfront Districts, but then I drew Shattered Seraph, and that looks like it'd be very good here. So I think I'm just going to sit on it in case I peel more lands. Sure, I guess. Why not is the question. There's probably a reason why not. All right, there's a land off the top, but they didn't want the swamp before, so it must just be plains or bust for them. Sure, actually, I will cast this. Sack a court official. Okay, there's a land. So there's land number 7 for the Seraph coming up. And let's just get rid of their board here. That gets me an additional 3 damage here, which certainly seems relevant when my opponent's struggling on mana. Sweet. Put the pedal to the metal, and they never found white mana, and we pick up a quick win here. Okay, next up, double Shattered Seraph 2-land hand. Yeah, I'm going to mulligan this, actually. I mean, these aren't getting cast forever, and the fixing's not relevant, particularly. Disdainful Stroke's very conditional. Metropolis Angel's not a card that stabilizes, and Out of the Way is pretty good, but it's a 4-drop. Like, I guess if they're playing green, maybe if like I knew they were playing green, but even then, I just don't like where that's at. So I think I'm going to ship this one. Okay, this one has no white mana available, but it's certainly much better. And I'll just ditch a Skycrier because we don't have the mana to cast it, and it does get worse over time anyway. So even if I like peel a white source, it's like, nah. If it takes a couple of turns, Skycrier kind of outstays its welcome anyway. Quasar, okay. Need a white source for that at some point, but Custodian, huh? I don't know, a white card. And of course I have my Glamorous Outlaw that I'm splashing for. Wow. Big swings on these next couple of draw steps because this thing's actually going to smash me pretty good. But if I draw any source of mana, I'm happy. Untapped is better and white is best. That's kind of that's what we're looking at here. I'm Maestros, I swear. All right. I asked for any source of mana and I got it and I'm thrilled. So let's do this. Okay, there's Shattered Seraph, so that opens up all of that stuff. And yeah, let's just get rid of the Skycrier. I think its time has probably passed here. I'm not going to block. Nice. That paid off. I guess I'll just play Corrupt Court Official. Feels not great here, but I like it better than using Shattered Seraph and just not really progressing at all. And here, let's see, what would I do? I think I will just block with Rafine Silencer. If I get to trade the Silencer for a shield counter and a Crooked Custodian, that's fine. Dragoon's on the prowl here. So which one's getting flying is kind of the question, though. Goons for max damage. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just take a big hit here. I'm down to 7. Yeah, it looks like the mana issues may be a bit too much for me here. Because I'm just not making any progress. Yeah, I think that's just probably going to do it. Like, I don't even have enough power to kill the wing shield agent, so I just have to like chump block it and take 2. Like, ouch. So I'm attacking. Really needed a land there. So I can't beat that. But I also can't beat the board. So I think I just have to get lucky here. So I stroke this and just have to draw a white source. And then play the Quasar and just hope they don't have anything. I don't see how I can't beat both situations. I can't beat the immediate sense. I mean, that's obviously the more pressing one. But I also can't beat wiretapping. Like, I don't think I can beat that card from that position. So, but look, it's important to look at some of these things. We mulliganed and then didn't hit our land for a while. And like, that is a recipe to lose. It just is. And I don't think there's really much to like overthink about that. So there you go. All right. I will keep, this is a mediocre hand, but our deck is pretty mediocre. So it's not like we just have a lot of hands that are just absolute bangers. Riveteer's Overlook. Let's see what we draw. I'm pretty likely just to play the Lackey here. Like, if I can even chip in for a damage with it, I'm pretty happy, and I'm not really screwing up my curve much. Giada Font of Hope. That is a very good Magic card. And they're on brokers. Or are they? They may not be, actually. I guess I just pass. Like, the nuisance will be fine, but I want to get all the cards out of it. Oh. Looks like they may be Cabaretti after all. Celebrity Fencer. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to nuisance here. Okay, there's some business. Little bit of Z business. Not going to win this race as it sits, but at least I have some ways to fight back now. A little bit of recovery plan with the Seraph, which I will likely be able to cast on time. This wants to target a green permanent, which actually could happen. Though I don't know if I want to send this back to hand, but maybe I just do, like if it's a big turn. Ooh, there's a green permanent. So I'm going to return Freelance Muscle and then Disdainful Stroke it. But this is going to be a tough one to win. We're way, way, way behind. Okay, well, this is kind of good because they wanted to play Rakish Revelers pre-combat for the pumps on both of these creatures. But it means that they don't get to cast the Freelance Muscle this turn. It also means I could just go for the Celebrity Fencer instead. They hit for the... No, they don't hit for the same amount. Yeah. Just got to take some medicine here. Yeah, that's tough. Oh, that's really tough. Yeah, so I can't actually Disdainful Stroke and buy your Silence here. Yeah, I think we're just dead. I mean, they have so much power. We never really put anything together this game. Could just do some chump blocking with the fishies here. I think that is actually the game plan. And then Disdainful Stroke the doofus here. And go chump chump, take 3. And then I can untap and either Shattered Seraph or buy your Silence on the Fencer, but I really need to double spell to make that great. I just have to Disdainful Stroke basically anything they play here. This also pumps up some guys, so it's good to stroke that. Could also put all 3. No, I would die. Okay. So I'll do this, and I'll do this. So let's see what happens here. I drew out of the way. Well, that does actually kind of do a thing. I don't know if it keeps me alive. I chump block there. I take 5. So I just have to out of the way Rakish Revelers. And then chump there, I guess. No, not great. I could just also go to 1. Rafine Silencer, huh? Yeah, it's just tough because the Shattered Seraph 7 and like I kind of need to cast it. But the Silencer could be part of a 2-spell turn that could do something. Like, possibly Skycrier. So if I play the Seraph, I have a 4/4 flyer and I'm at 7. I can block here and take 2, 4, 5, 6. Is this thing a citizen? No. If they played one, I would be dead. which is kind of bad. But I can Rafine Silencer here, see what I hit, and have up to 4 mana plus a Skycrier. Yeah, I guess I'll do this. Because if I hit like another 2-drop... Alright, I missed on that. I think this does also keep me alive, but we're kind of getting into the technically alive versus the thriving, I'm so happy alive. And it wouldn't take much to kill us. I think any citizen would do it. No, I guess not. I can block both of those and take 4, go up to 5, go to 1. Not a great spot. So I guess I kill the only thing I can. And then they can just play some big dumb thing or even just pass. Like they just don't really have to do much here. They got 4 lethal threats. Yeah, that's not enough. And all they have to do is jam. Just too far behind the big dumb creatures this game. Not a citizen, not relevant. Assume they just attack? Like, what are we up to here? I have 1 blue mana. Like, what? Just took a while. Okay, so what are we? 2 and 2 with this thing? This pile? Why me? That is the question. Keeping it. I have good fixing. I need to see it. Oh, God. This is embarrassing. White mana. White mana. No! No. No, anything but that. Terrible. But it's not over. It's probably pretty close, but it's not over yet. Oh, they're pumping? Okay, that's a good sign for us. Oh, and there's the white mana. The bingo. I will be mana efficient here and play my exotic pets. Glittermonger, okay. Okay, there's Disdainful Stroke. That could come in handy here too. Is that enough to get me to not play Metropolis Angel is kind of the question. My opponent could have up to 6 mana next turn. Yeah, I think they're going to slam something. So I'll go ahead and play the Skycrier and then assume that I'm going to get some Disdainful Stroke value here off of the kind of the first most impactful thing that they have that costs mana like that. Could get, burned is probably a little strong, but could take a hit here in the sense that they might just play like a 3-drop and a 3-drop or a 3-drop and a 2-drop or something like that. And if they do that, then I'll be sad. Wow. That is not what I expected, and that was very punishing in many ways. Interesting. I like Deal Gone Bad here, but still Awkward Man. I can only cast one of these spells. I think I just send in with the Lackey here. And just kill that thing. It makes the Jetmir's Fixer a lot worse. And they just don't really have the option to go all in on it. You know? And if they do, I'm like kind of happy. Okay, Socialite. That's the business. Just throw the treasure at it too? No, just hit me for 2. Okay. And then on my turn, I get to have Metropolis Angel plus Disdainful Stroke. Although the Stroke is looking like they just don't have anything for it, so that's a little bit of a bummer. Ooh, that's nice. So now I get those 2 cards, which is really good. Taste it. So, if they go for something big, I can stroke. If they go for just a bunch of Jetmir Fixer pumps, then I can go resolves, bounce it. Just for the full devastation. All right, so this is going to kill this creature either way. Because I can't get rid of both. So I just have to, unfortunately, let that happen. Pump. Ooh, with the treasure, I like seeing that. Do it again. Oh, yeah, now they can't replay it. Beautiful. Get that thing out of here. Okay. And there's a Skycrier. That's not bad. Unfortunately, the Disdainful Stroke is kind of rotting away here, but like we're winning this race pretty handily. Yeah, and there's a good target for the Disdainful Stroke. Sweet. And then the Fixer to pump up the Socialite and get in. And we've got a good old-fashioned race situation here, but I do have a flying lifelinker. I can kill my opponent in 2 turns. The question is, do I want to leave back the Lackey? So they can hit me for 2, 4, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 right now. Just on board. And I'll be at 7. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I need to do it like this. It's pretty annoying. Probably I'll draw a card with Skycrier on end step. I don't want to give them a card to play on their turn. Ooh, this is good. They're cracking the ring right now. Ooh, they found white mana? Just won't block. It's only going to be 2 or 3 damage. All right, let's draw a card. Okay, I drew Court Official. All right. Play this. And I'll just play out my land too. And this time I'll just use the Waterfront District to draw a card. But I have 2 blockers. I will block with both if given the opportunity. Jetmir. Okay, that gives those guys vigilance, but not trample, right? Right. Yeah, so that's not enough on its own. And I will go block, block. Okay. Sweet. We got there. Ooh, scrapping them out with this thing. I'm just scraping by. But, yeah, these have been tough drafts. Tough. Oh, okay. I'm going to lean on our fixing a little bit sometime. Boom. Dropper of bodies, fair. Bird citizen, your move. So there's straight black red so far with body dropper. Ooh, and we drew nice. Very nice. Let's just echo inspect. Yeah, I guess we got all our colors now, so I can afford to be a little greedy here and try to just trade off a bunch of stuff and dig up some bodies off of like a corrupt court official or something like that. Ooh, okay. Mardu? It doesn't do that much here. We can just sacrifice a fairly sacrificial lackey anyway. Okay. I guess they just pump the magician. Oh no, you should attack with it. Because this thing has menace, so I can't block it anyway. And I think you'd like to trade the magician for the Echo Inspector, but that's a nice one. But I'm going to go with Corrupt Court Official here and Disdainful Stroke. I will out of the way the body dropper at some point here, but I think this next turn could be fairly high leverage. They hit their 4th mana. They've got all 3 colors, at least 3 of their colors, and then they just drew an extra card off of the Mayhem Patrol that they haven't had a chance to like use yet. Oh, well, that's different. So if we can nab something with Disdainful Stroke and then out of the way the body dropper, like, that's a pretty good swing. Being like a little extra conservative, just keeping up multiple blockers for the magician, but I just don't want to. I don't want to fall too far behind on damage because I'm taking a pretty big hit from body dropper here anyway. Oh. All right, I guess I lied. I'll just block because I need to get some creatures in the yard for dig up the body. I mean, ideally something a little bit better, but all right, looks like no disdainful stroke target this time. But that's okay. These cards I don't mind anyway. They don't really matter. Okay, so this turn I will be doing out of the way on the body dropper. I guess unless they first main phase go for something that I could disdainful stroke, I probably would do that. Like, seems like it would be fine. Okay. So this actually seems pretty good. I can block here. And then if they want, they have to use their black mana to give it death touch. And then it's still just a trade. But in the meantime, I can return body dropper. And if they don't have untapped black mana in hand, then they can't even actually redeploy it. So I kind of like that. Ooh, another one too. And I do take 3 damage, but that's okay. I'm at 19. Yeah, so this worked out. And I don't mind having the Echo Inspector in the bin because dig up the body, off of the fish or off of something would be totally fine. Yeah, and they didn't have, it was a mountain, so the body dropper gets stranded for a turn here. And they haven't presented a threat that I need to buy your silence on, really. Like, that's going to kind of get saved for a special occasion, if you will. This guy attacks you. Make a fish. Go ahead. So I've got Inspector and Corrupt Court Official, both of which seem fine to dig up. Oh, man. Yes, I will disdainful stroke. Rabble Rousing is what they're splashing white for, and it's excellent. It's a very difficult card to beat. All right, well, I'm not going to not trade here. I mean, I do want to dig up the body. Oh, look at that. Genius mode engage. Corrupt Court Official. And then I don't think that I need to dig up the body now. I can just chump block and then dig up the body, sack the official, get back another official. Maybe something better, but at least Echo Inspector plus official. That's not too bad. Antagonize, hit the bin. Okay. And the body dropper is just going to have a hard time like killing us because I can out of the way it again if it ever gets another counter or two on it. So we'll block here. Dig up some bodies. Okay. Oh, there's Quasar. Take that. And there's Glamorous Outlaw, but we can't cast it. So do I want Echo Inspector or Corrupted Court Official? It's just probably got to be this thing. That's pretty funny. We need it to cast it, so that doesn't really work. Ooh, they played a mountain. Now I kind of wish I took the court official to get that last card, but whatever. All right, let's just play this. And I guess I should just keep lands in hand for this thing, but so if they either had or drew a removal spell for Quasar, that's pretty good. Like that would be annoying. Because Quasar sitting here really allows us to kind of start making progress. I've got this to get an extra thing. Oh, join the Maestros. That's sweet. Out of the way does a nice job on that. On one of the tokens, like I can 2 for 1. And Body Dropper can't really attack here, so that's nice. Oh, deal gone bad. Love to see that. I will just kill Body Dropper here while the shield, like while they don't have the mana to sack stuff. And I'll take a pretty decent hit from the 4/3s, but like I can crack back. I'm gaining a bunch of, like I'm gaining 1 to 2 life a turn depending on how things go, maybe even 3 life. Girder Goons on the prowl here, so I could take 12 here. Yeah, that's a lot of damage, but I still think I'm fine. And that didn't work out timing-wise for them very well. Okay, Drano. Do I want blue mana available? Probably not, actually. That probably is actually the way it should go. All right, so let's bounce one of these and get our card, because we've got a lot of 2s, so we may find one to cast or whatever. Didn't end up doing so here. Seems fine, though. Can take the 4 from the 4/3 and leave the back Quasar to block these doofuses. I get to double spell next turn. Also, I get to double trigger Quasar again off of the silencer, and even if I do both, the inspector too. So the life swing is actually getting pretty big. Okay. Well, I must block here. I'm not gonna go to 1. I could lose here. I mean, there's a lot of cards that are bad for me. Yeah, that's a good one. Another Body Dropper? Probably just need to Body Dropper plus Rafine Silencer. So if that's the case, I'll do the Silencer first. I should have played that land, but I guess it didn't get punished here. Can I afford to discard this Echo Inspector to make the Silencer a 2/2? I guess so. Oh, I can't play this now? What did I do? Ooh. I screwed something up here. I don't know why I thought I could cast this as well, but I cannot. Yikes. So they sack a thing to Body Dropper. They sack the 2/2 to Body Dropper and just attack with both. I don't lose in that position, though. So, yeah, onward. Oh, man. thought I could kill the dropper too, but I could not. This is very close. It was before. Now it's like razor thin. Oh, well. None of it mattered. And that was a very good top deck. All right. So it goes. That deck is good at coming up with damage out of nowhere, though. Plasma Jockey's particularly swingy when it comes to that. So what did I get? Another 3 wins with this stupid thing? Yeah, I did. All right, grinding out those gems. But yeah, these last few drafts have been tough. Cards aren't flowing well. The format feels a bit disheveled right now. It's hard to find a lane. And sometimes you got to go into grind mode and just try to get your 3 or 4 wins with these decks until you either figure it out or the cards break a little different or whatever. That is how it goes. Thanks so much for hanging out. We'll see you next time.